Hey Saber fans, it's Aaron of A&W Saber Services here with another Saber reveal for you today. And this time it is the smallest lightsaber I've ever seen and installed. It is a Korbanth Y3. I must say, I would like to see a better chassis come out for this. The chassis that was supplied was a typical layered 3D printed chassis, just a cheap solution to get it installed. But is running a nano biscotti V4 with a green white LED, 24mm bass speaker, I was just comparing this earlier and compare it to a Wii remote. It's without the plastic sleeve, it's like the exact same length as that. It's so freaking tiny. I mean, look at it. It's a little baby lightsaber, but Yoda was no telling how short, so that makes sense. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, for what it is, I certainly wouldn't want to pay $200 for it. But Yoda was never one of my favorite characters. I always really liked him as a character, but it wasn't. I don't know. He was a badass. I'll put it that way. So, got your power on. You got multiple fonts and mute.
Begun. The Clone War has.
I could see Goth making a really good chassis for this. Because on this particular chassis, I could see Goth doing like the cone shape with the speaker and then a recharge port at the end. With this one, if you got the speaker there, so where's the recharge port? Well, you got to push this whole sucker out just to recharge it. And the chassis that was included with it was, I had never seen this before, but it was, yeah, the battery holder for it could only fit, you ready for this? A 14500 battery. That's it. An 800 milliamp 14500 battery. I was absolutely shocked at that. And lucky for the customer, I had one laying around, a 7.4 volt from the custom Saber shop that I was going to take apart anyway. And use the other one in a flashlight, which, yeah, there's a length for that. But, yeah, ended up using a protection circuit for a single cell, modified the chassis to allow it to fit that, and here we are. Little Y3 Korbanth Yoda. And I didn't notice any issues with the shroud on this. It seems like, it comes with a static emitter section and a non-vented pommel as well. I, of course, have the blade emitter on here as well as the vented pommel for sound, but this part you attach yourself, and it seems like whenever that locks into right there and you put the screw in, you don't get any of that wobbling. So yeah, anyways, that's my Saber reveal for the Yoda. I'm not sure what else to say about this Saber.
Begun. The Clone War has.
I think it's about cuter than shit, honestly. It's, I was showing it to a few friends last night. I had a buddy and his fiance and another gal come over, and I had to show them this. I was like, look, it's Yoda's lightsaber. And, you know, the girl's reaction was just priceless. Like, oh my god, it's so cute. Like, oh, it was good times. But, yeah. Whenever I first started looking at this, the kit for it, I was like, where the hell does everything go? Like, what the hell is that? Where am I going to put these accent LEDs? Because it came with 2 greens and 2 whites. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use the greens because it's Yoda. And granted, these are functioning LEDs, but with the chassis, no bueno, that wasn't going to happen. There's no way I could have made functioning LEDs work for this. A nano, I could get away with that. Maybe wire this one to the deep sleep pad or something. But then you wouldn't be able to remove the chassis, so you'd end up having to use some type of LED on the chassis since it's like a fully removable one. And that was, yeah, I was just, you know what, make this simple, make it basic. The guy wanted it fast, so whenever you have somebody who wants it fast, I usually express the typical expression. You can have you can have 2 out of 3 things. You want it good, fast, or cheap. Well, these clearly aren't cheap. I mean, it's $200 for that. You want it fast and cheap? Well, that explains the chassis. Though fast, yeah, turnaround time was less than a week. Because, you know, it was a simple install and I was able to get it done, but there was a little bit of improvisation. Like, I mean, the switch section is held in place with E6000 because it doesn't screw down at all. It's like underneath there, you have like 2 little square grooves coming down, one of which has the LED in it and the other is just solid. And there's a little circle in the dead center that will actually adhere to the screw holding that together. So this kind of press fit in pretty well, but I still used E6000 on the LED and on the little metal ring that actually press fit into this black spot, which press fit into the Saber, which I also adhered that to as well, to the Saber. So E6000 on the grips, of course. Overall, not bad. If you ever even thought about dueling with this, I'm pretty sure you would get laughed at. Because this, you know, if it's a 3/4 inch blade, I can't even show you it with a blade because I don't have a 3/4 inch blade. How often do you ever need one? But, you know, it's kind of cool. It's pretty cool. I'd like to see some better chassis come out for it. I know there's one on Shapeways that allows for even a NeoPixel. So, I mean, I think I'll be installing one of those in the near future whenever this same client wants that done. So, he had expressed interest of having it done with a Shapeways chassis, but he just wanted this one quick, so yeah. Not bad sound. Not bad at all. And it's not a Saber Essential speaker, it's a krsabers 24 millimeter speaker, so it's not bad. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, Saber fans, and until the next time, may the Force be with you always.